Hello. Welcome back. It's Big John, Really Big Guy Tactical here. Sunday Q&A. I'm going to be late. This is going to be unedited, flying off the cuff, but I'm answering questions. And guess who's stopping by and making an appearance? That's right, salad. I just ate some of my mustache with that salad. That literally just happened. I need to trim this bad boy up. Baby face. It's gotta happen. No, I'm just kidding. It's not. I'm stupid. I'm not that stupid. So anyways, Sunday Q&A. We're here. It's probably early Monday morning for most of everybody else. It is for me right now too. So yeah. So, Sunday Q&A. I'm going to count this. I didn't get to much last time because I didn't dig far enough. So I want to make sure that I got a lot of questions that maybe went under the radar. And I know that I didn't answer some questions because I felt that they were duplicates. But that was just because I read them and then went back. I didn't answer them and then read them again and was like, I've already answered that in my head once. I don't need to do that again. But I didn't answer them on camera. So, as I'm mixing this bad boy up, by the way, this is another beautiful chicken supreme salad from the good old folks over at the Quick Trip. I'd like to say they hooked me up, but I had to give them some money for it. So I traded my green for their green. And you can too. At fuel stations and grocery stores across America. Did I say that right? There's nobody there. No. Or you just make your own. Grow it in the backyard. On the windowsill. Lettuce does that. I would do that. That's too much energy for me. I get my niece and my nephew for a couple of days. If I had them for more than 3, don't know what would happen to them. Just saying. That's why I remember to take them back. I don't know what they need to grow. Jeez. Alright. A gentleman named Chris, and I'm not going to have names on all of these, but this was a question that had gone unanswered, and then he kind of sent a reply and said, hey, you didn't answer my question. So I wanted to make sure that I let him know. Chris, I did answer your question. I don't remember the step counting. I probably said something closely related to it, like, hey, I should probably watch, get a pedometer or something like that, or like an Apple, not Apple products, so like Apple Watch or a Fitbit or something. Just like the calories, I'm watching them, but I'm not like constantly adding them up in my head. I'm not like, okay, that's really good. And then I carry the 5. And then I was like, I haven't got my 8,000 steps in today or something. That might be something for the future that I'd be interested in doing. If I ever get my hands on one. But not right now. So, I do enough walking as it is between all the jobs. I don't need the watch to tell me again at the end of the day. It's worth it. You worked those 2 jobs and you did this much walking. Did it, man. It's like reliving the accident. No, I'm just kidding. But in the future, there's a possibility that might be in the future. As far as being like, today I ate 1 salad. I walked 50,000 steps or something across America. I'm not gonna do that. We're not Forrest Gump in this situation. So yes, in the future that might happen. And another question: do non-salad foods taste weird or different now? Very much so. Yes. This weekend, I went to Perkins with my niece and my nephew. They really wanted breakfast, and I felt bad because I'm one of those uncles. They're pretty self-sufficient children for being 5 and 8. You just turn the one loose on the video games and the other one watches. It's awesome. However, they do wake up about 8-ish. I said 6, but it's like 8-ish. I didn't wake up until like 11-ish. So they're watching their little things and everything like that. They had access to, you know, clean drinking water and some snacks. And not just candy. But they had access to some snacks. But not like really good food. So I felt kind of like a bum. So I took them out for breakfast. And I said, I'm not going to get anything because we're going to go to the movie theater. But I wasn't going to eat anything at the movie theater. I was going to wait until I got home, do the video, and say, I'm eating a salad, you know, do it. But my niece, you know, was like, I want this breakfast. I need these eggs. I need this bacon. I need these hash browns. And I want that muffin. Everything comes out. Muffin comes out. It's bigger in her head. She's like, I'm just going to eat that muffin. I'm a pushover. So I let her eat the muffin. She could have the muffin. And I ate the scrambled eggs, the bacon, and the hash browns. I will let you know right now, obviously had the omelet a few weeks ago, but being that I have been on the salad, vegetables, you know, kind of like the fruits and stuff like that, to try and maintain some different flavors, the one thing obviously that I haven't is the grease. So the cooking with vegetable oil or whatever they use to cook those hash browns, that was a lot. I found it a lot harder to eat the hash browns. It wasn't a great big quantity of them, but it was just a lot. I don't know how to describe this. In the the back of your throat, like trying to swallow it, like the grease, it just, ugh. You know, like if you, how do I describe this? If you ever go to Wendy's, yeah, I'm name dropping. If you ever go to Wendy's, get something called the Triple Baconator. Don't get it. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying, okay, if you ever get something like the Triple Baconator, and then devour said Triple Baconator, by the time you get a quarter, halfway through the sandwich, you start to get that feeling where your body's like, we don't need any more grease. Don't do that to me. Please don't. No, I'm not ready. It doesn't like it. That's how I was feeling with the hash browns. It was like, come on, it's just potatoes, but it was kind of greasy. So I noticed that a lot, and then the sodium. I mean, the bacon. The bacon was like a sweet gift from, you know, insert religious deity. Just they came down and they handed it to me and they said, eat this bacon. Then I had some bacon and it was delicious. It was great. Love the bacon. My eyes didn't glaze over. They didn't go black, and I didn't go into a murderous rampage for more bacon. I stuck with the 2 pieces of bacon. So, at least I know that there's not like a trigger food. And if there is, I haven't found it yet. So that's also a good thing. Question from my friend in Korea. Do we have a village inn? I know I mentioned Perkins and that got you going. We do have a village inn, not in my town, but it's in Rochester, which is a little bit further down Interstate 90 if you follow it. I'm right next to the river, so, and then you keep going a little bit further. Oh, Rochester. I believe they do have a village inn. It's not as popular as a lot of other places are, so I don't know if it's run well here or not. Okay. I bring you back and then I don't show you any love. It's like, you gotta remember to eat, John. I've had this question before, but I'm gonna answer it again because I like answering it. It's a tribal armband. Goes all the way around. So you see the fat in the arm. So it's all the way around. Yeah, there we go. Just getting this chunky arm. Goes all the way around. I've got one. My dad has one. My older cousin has one. My mom had one. I believe she might have got hers removed or something like that, business reasons. But yeah, we pretty much, for the most part, we're going for that. So we used to live in Tucson, Arizona, down. So if anybody's from Tucson, I used to live there. Hey, what's up? Surrounded by a lot of, like the Indians and everything like that. We thoroughly enjoyed being there. As a and it. I mean, the means, when people see, you see the black feather and the red tip, people are like, how many people have you killed? It's like, well, I didn't want to do that, but I liked the style of the feathers. And the time I got this tattoo, I'm also a deer hunter, so I'd gotten 4 deer before I had got this tattoo. And that's actually the last time I went hunting, was before I got this tattoo. Long time ago. And that's what each of the feathers means. I have 4 feathers on here, so I have 4 deer. That was it. And originally it was supposed to be, like a bigger bear skull. The tattoo was rushed. I turned 18. I think I was 19 when I got it. And I was like, I gotta have a tattoo. This thing's gotta happen. We gotta do this right now. That's not getting any older. Not getting any younger. I was like, we need to get this tattoo ASAP. No research. I didn't really go through a lot of the other, tattoo shops, artwork or anything like that. I went to the tattoo artist. Don't get me wrong. I think, most of the lines they're okay. However, if I'd have turned my niece loose, I probably would have liked the tattoo a little bit better. The tattoo artist was like, I don't talk to anybody. Cool, man. That's fine. So how long do you think this is going to take? Well, it's going to cost $600. It's like, well, that wasn't my question. I don't care how much it costs as long as you do your job. You know what I'm saying, man? I watched another tattoo artist do work twice the size, 3 times better quality, right next to me. I think she did a Hello Kitty. She did a Superman symbol on somebody's back. I know you're thinking those are pretty, rudimentary, shapes and everything like that. She was busting this stuff out like, this is make it look like a leather strap, and then another kind of leather thing going around, and a dream catcher. My original design was going to be, and I'm going to have that on my other arm when I find the correct human being to do it, is another dream catcher. This time I'll probably do, like a bull, something Texas Longhorn or something like that. Not that I like the Texas Longhorns, but I'm just saying, something, like a cow skull. In the dream catcher style, held together with U-shaped metal brackets that look old, on a leather strap that goes all the way around my arm. Underneath that leather strap, I want there to be a fur band. And I was trying to get that guy to be, hey, let's do like a fur band. And he was like, I don't do hair. In his book, he does portraits, people with facial hair, people, lions. And I'm sitting here going, you don't do fur. I was like, you do all. He's like, that's just the books. I was like, you should be able to do this stuff. Don't put this stuff out here if you can't do this stuff. But again, I was 18. I was like, let's do it. 6 hours later, this came out. I fell asleep for the tattoo, about 98% of the tattoo, and then he was like, yo, dude, you gotta wake up, we gotta do the back. Back was a little tender, but getting the tattoo itself was not bad. Am I going to get another one? Like I said, yes, absolutely, on the other side. Not anytime soon because I can't afford it, but yeah, on the other side. And I also said that I wanted to kind of travel to some of these other cultural places. One of my biggest things on my bucket list is to actually, once I accomplish, you know, something, I hope the weight loss thing would probably be the biggest thing for me. I'd want to go to Hawaii. I know it doesn't sound like a very far away place, but I want to go to Hawaii, and I want to get a traditional Hawaiian tattoo for the whole day via stick and around my calf to help signify that defeat, what I've overcome, my journey and everything like that, to do that. And I think that would be absolutely incredible. You know, obviously on an island in the middle of the Pacific. Awesome. That's my part of my bucket list. The rest is to eventually be able to just do these videos and eat salads wherever and be like, it's like, here I am in the Bering Straits or the Gulf of, you know, I'm in the Indian Ocean. We're on this boat with a bunch of Somalian pirates, but I've got my salad. We're going to take this boat over after I eat this salad. Something like that. Yeah. Salad pirate. That's what I'm going to do. So, yeah. Then my boy Panzer. Shooting. I'd love to go shooting. But yes, the downside is that drive is a long drive. I thought about driving through South Dakota once. Had the worst nightmare of my life. It's like I never made it to South Dakota, and then I never made it through it. It was so long. Through the Badlands. And once you get past South Dakota and everything like that. I don't know. It probably wouldn't be so bad because I've driven to Arizona and back a few times. So maybe someday we can go up to the Northwest and shoot some stuff. I'd love to do that. Absolutely. Then somebody asked me, how do I decide how many exclamation points to put in my title videos or in my videos when something pops up? I just channel them. Just kind of what does it deserve? What does this deserve? And then I let it rip. That's not really a decision-making skill. It's just so. Somebody asked, was somebody smoking in one of my videos? There's actually a vape. A lot of people at my kind of daytime job, they vape. One of them was visiting, and that's what the smoke was. And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I did, originally, I wasn't going to do the quitting smoking cold turkey. I purchased a device. I purchased the e-liquid. It was not just the nicotine keeping me sucked into it, but it was like the density of the smoking, like the smoke, you know, inhaling and everything like that. Driving sucked without having a cigarette, you know. That's still going incredibly strong. I did the vape thing for a little bit, and I mean, you just lose interest in it after a while. So I just lost interest in it. I don't do that. But that was not me in the video with the smoke. There would have been clouds everywhere. I'm just kidding. I can't do tricks or anything. That was day one. I was trying to do trials. I was like, maybe I can do tricks. I want to get a Volkswagen real bad. Just kidding. If you vape and you have a Volkswagen and you think I'm singling you out, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to. I just did. Alright. Also had another question that I should make most of my titles more clickbaity. Now, if there's one thing I'm going to pride myself on, it's that I'm going to always be honest with you guys. I'm always going to be honest with you guys. There will be one video that is ultra clickbait, and you guys are going to know right off the bat, and hopefully you just click on it and go. I don't have as much of a base of people. I've got over 1,000 of you, and I'm absolutely in awe that there's over 1,000 of you that have, wanted to watch and you subscribe to this and really come back and watch it. It's absolutely incredible. That still blows my mind. That even the 200 of you, like, it's really like 150 to 200 of you that come and you watch the videos. Some of you have me on like instant notification, and that blows my mind too, where it's like, are you serious? Like, you guys, you get notified and then you go and you watch my video right off the bat. That's incredible to me. That somebody wants to watch something that I'm putting out. And they're genuinely interested in what I'm saying and the journey that I'm going through, and that's absolutely crazy. So yes, there will be one video, and then probably some more after that. I would assume, but you'll know exactly which one it is. Exactly which one it is. I just don't want to lose people. I've somebody like huge YouTube star who's got like 8 million subscribers or 30 million subscribers or something like that, and they throw a clickbaity title like, I just condone Hitler or something like that in their subtitle or their title of their video or something like that. They're gonna lose like 10, 15,000 subscribers. They don't care. If I lost, I fluctuate. There's like the same 5 to 10 people who subscribe and unsubscribe. There must be, and I don't know what's happening. So I don't want to lose you guys. So that's why I try and adapt the channel and stuff like that. But there will be, and I never would want to put a clickbaity video where it was like, oh, I lose my battle with Taco Bell and order $1,000 of tacos or something, and you just unsubscribe because you're not going to watch a fat guy eat $1,000 of Taco Bell. That's gross. I mean, like, there's like let me watch this person eat this food, haha, and then there's, he's hurting himself. He needs some milk, some help. Next question. Now this one was one of the older ones that they had asked me before, before last week's video. What was the last movie I saw, in the theater and everything like that. And I will not answer that one this week, but next week I will. No. Took my father to go see Thor, Ragnarok. So we went to go see Thor. That was amazing. I thought it was funny. It's a lot funnier than most of his other ones, which were like a lot darker. Granted, a lot more people died in this one than I think any of the other ones. But they still managed to make fun of it. However, if I wanted to base it off of this week, the most recent movie that I saw was The Black Panther. And I have an amazing niece and nephew who, well, my niece conked out like 2/3 of the way through it, just passed out. Don't know how. My nephew, he's normally the one who would lose interest a little bit, like, okay, I get it, whatever, we're not doing cool stuff anymore. But he was very interested in it throughout the entire movie. I thought that movie, hands down, I favorite of the year so far. That cast, just the acting, the directing, the writing, the story, the messages, it just worked, and it all came together, and it was perfect. I liked it a lot. It was a really good movie. I want to go see it like 15 more times just to see everything I didn't see. Now, the one thing with my niece and my nephew, I didn't get to stay for the super end credit scene, so I didn't get to see the. I don't know. I can't. I don't want to say it for spoiler reasons, but I didn't get to see that super end credit scene because they were like, "Let's go." Okay. Another question from my friend in Korea. P.O. Box. Would I be interested in setting up a P.O. Box? More likely, I'm going to have to. I'll definitely look into it. I know they're fairly cheap. You get a medium-sized one or something like that and see what happens. In the future. Close in the future. Trying to start getting them greeting cards. And that's also going to be one of my trips. Someday. Don't know when. Could be a few years from now. With South Korea, I had a Korean roommate when I was in school. Some of the food that he would take me to in Philadelphia, like where you had to be Korean or know someone who was Korean that could speak Korean, like, and frequent in the restaurant, like they almost wouldn't let you in without a Korean escort. When I say escort, I mean someone, an ambassador. That was, hands down, blew me away. Love that food. Love it. Now I'm blanking on most of it, but the kimchi, that's awesome. I love the Korean noodles, the ramen. His mom she used to go to the store and get like a whole bunch of them. They're hard to find in Minnesota, but I found some at my local Hy-Vee grocery store. I don't buy them anymore, though. I want to, but I don't. Another question. Would I be interested in setting up a Patreon? I've thought about this a lot. I think I did talk about this one in the last Q&A. I don't know what other specialized content or things that I would be able to give people, being that I'm not making anything. Or like the access to specialized content. I try and do this all in one take. Usually pretty good at it. I'm not saying that I'm like a professional, but like, these are the things that I'm going to talk about, and action. One take job. That's all I am. But I mean, it's just, this is what I'm talking about, and yeah. The bonus content I kind of want to deliver to everybody, and I don't want to be like, you have to tune into this and subscribe. And I know a lot of people were like, well, it's a way for us to support you. I was like, you guys can do that through here. Maybe in the future. I went to the page and I was going to sign up, and I was like, maybe? No. I'll think about it. This one, I had a couple people ask this one. So there are some newcomers. What do I do for work? Long story short, I sell parts. I sell parts to little cars, and I sell parts to big trucks. Some people might argue I'm horrible at both, or I'm really good at both. I don't mind selling parts. I like being a part of the automotive industry as well as the trucking industry. Don't think it's really my calling anymore. Thought it was. I really like doing it though. It's a lot of fun. I have a good time at my job. And I mean, I don't really see it as a job. My nighttime job. I don't really see it as a job. It's... I get what I need to get done. And it keeps me, challenged and motivated. And it's always interesting to try and find new ways of looking up stuff. Again, I don't see it as a job. It's like a nice little challenge. So, I sell little car parts, heavy truck parts. Little car parts are in the daytime, and then at night, big truck parts. So, I do that. Again, I didn't want to name the places that I work just for, it's definitely not the poster behind me. It really isn't. That company, trucks, they make a lot of aftermarket lights and light assemblies, fenders. Good company to order from. We usually get swag like that all the time. That we can't hang out, so we get it for free. So yeah. And one of the last questions of the day. Has anything bizarre or funny? What's a bizarre or funny thing that's happened to you? I will say this. It probably won't seem funny to anyone else. It was not kind of funny to... I mean, looking back on it, it's funny. I sustained an injury over the summertime. Really turned into a pain in the butt. But I actually was motivated to get out and do more active stuff. Did this thing called magnet fishing. And I still want to do it. I want to get a stronger magnet. People lose stuff off the docks all the time. Fishing equipment, bikes, pocket knives, pocket tools. It's also something to do when you don't want a regular fish. Don't want a regular fish. Not all the time anyways. But I was walking on an old dock with my buddy, and my buddy is a lot smaller than I am, so he can walk on the dock normally. I wasn't really thinking too much of it either. When I take one step, And suddenly my world changed. I went from 5'11" to however tall I was with one leg sticking out of the ground. It was whoop. And I came right back up. Foot dipped into the water, boop, popped right back up. Oh. Everyone knew I went through. That was the fastest I ever popped out of something too. I was like, oh, nope. There were some people around. They saw that I had fallen and everything like that. I scraped my shin up a little bit, and I ended up going to the emergency room to get them to kind of flush it or clean it out. It wasn't like a horrible gushing wound or anything like that, but it was scraped, and I was like, well, it is Mississippi water, so I should probably maybe have someone with medical knowledge clean this. And it ended up being like their antiseptic wash or whatever, just a squirt on some gauze pads, and then they just went and then they wrapped it, and they said in 2 days take it off and then put another bandage on it, and you should be good to go. Yeah, you get that $900 bill in the mail. I would say that's a funny thing that happened to me. It could have been worse. Looking back on it, I say it's funny because I had actively made the decision like 2 days before. John, you gotta get out there. You gotta live a better life. You gotta live an active life. We'll start small. Do magnet fishing. You gotta walk part of the lake. You gotta bloop, throw the magnet in, walk it around, see if anything's down there. You gotta do it. Okay. Let's do this. Day 2, fell right through the dot. So, I was laughing after a little bit. My body was in like adrenaline. Holy cow. Because I thought Jaws was coming after me or something. It must have been that. And then I started laughing. So. But that's why I think it was funny to me. So I ate the salad. There will be more salads. Those are not over by a long shot. But I will still stick with the calories in, calories out. You won't catch me with like a junior cheeseburger or nothing. I ain't gonna do that. I should rephrase that. I am not going to do that at all. So yeah. Thank you guys. This is probably one of my longest videos and probably one of my longest Q&As. It's probably going to take forever to upload, but I'll make sure that it gets up there. So for those of you that watch it right away, you're probably experiencing the morning right now and starting your day. So good morning. And for those of you who watch this in a few hours from now, good morning as well. How you doing? And to everybody, I'll see you tonight. Alright? Remember, baby steps. Like and subscribe. Try and put a video out every day. So far, I haven't failed. Technically speaking, I failed like 4 times. Alright? Unedited. So, you get all this weird stuff. But I love you guys' faces. I love doing this. and I love that you guys want me to keep doing this. So, with that being said, you guys enjoy your Sunday nights, Monday mornings, Monday nights, whenever you watch this. If you're watching this 2552, live long and prosper. Love you guys. Bye.